Well, hello everyone, and welcome to 4,500 Jedi going up against 30,000 clone troopers. Now this video has originally gone up on the new Massive Battle channel, but seeing as how the original Star Wars video is doing, I figured I'd upload it to the main channel in case you'd like this kind of thing here too. After my last video, I decided to split up the channel into 3 different sections, and I'm starting to think that might have been a mistake. So if you would be kind enough to let me know in the comments below what you think would be the best for me, whether it to be one channel, the main channel Alex the Rambler for Total War and some massive battles, a secondary channel for stuff like Hearts of Iron 4, and the Massive Battle channel where there'd be daily massive battles. I'm probably going to keep the daily Massive Battles channel going, so please feel free to head on over and subscribe to that. From Monday, I should have daily Massive Battles. It's really hot here in Vancouver at the moment. We're in a heat wave, so that is why there hasn't been content on the channel the past couple of days. Also did an 8-hour live stream last night, or yesterday, and I just really need to chill out afterwards, even though I couldn't because it's so hot. But yeah. Also, I should say, please do leave a like on this scenario if it seems like your kind of thing. It's kind of like the Order 66. Although they're not younglings getting shot to hell, we do have a large Jedi force being assaulted by clone troopers, which I thought would be quite fun and kind of in theme with almost this kind of settlement, where it's kind of the ancient style with the Jedi Order being thousands of years old. This map would also come in quite handy. I also originally did this video without any commentary. Now, I do get a lot of comments on these massive battles telling me how much they hate my voice, so I decided to do one without any commentary. However, the feedback on that video has been overwhelmingly, no, keep doing the commentary. So, I'm kind of in a bit of a weird limbo area for all of my content that I'm not really sure what to do anymore. I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know what's going to work. So, feedback. That's pretty much what I'm asking for, I guess. And it'd be great if you could let me know what you enjoy about the channel. Whether it's massive battles, whether it's Hearts of Iron 4, whether it's a mix of everything. I got a bit panicked because the views were so... So for example, a Hearts of Iron 4 video will get anywhere between 2,000 and 6,000 views. A massive battle might get anywhere between 6,000 and a million views. So the view difference is insane on the channel. But maybe I just have different audiences wanting different things, and I should cater to all of them on Alex the Rambler. Which would mean that in 3 weeks' time, I'll probably be uploading 2 videos a day to Alex the Rambler and another one to the Massive Battle channel. Just have to see how the Massive Battle channels goes really. It's more of an experiment to see if I can get an audience over there just for massive battles, so people that are on the main channel, Alex the Rambler, aren't feeling, I guess, like forgotten, because that's not really what I want to do. I think that Alex the Rambler could be a great overall, like an overall strategy channel. I still want the focus to be on Total War, but it's kind of difficult when there isn't any content sometimes. Like I can keep on covering mods, and mods are in development, but when we're in a bit of a limbo of any actual content from the development teams coming out, of which there's a lot of stuff in development, and I guess we've only got 3 months until Total War Warhammer 2 comes out, so that should be quite a big thing for the channel. Except I'm finding that no one actually seems to care about the videos that I put out on Total War Warhammer 2, which would in a way make sense because there are so many other channels which are better suited to that. People that know the lore, such as Milk and Cookies, Total War, they've got such a better grasp on the lore of Warhammer, and they've crafted an audience for Warhammer. So I'm not sure whether the secondary channel would work of other stuff, or maybe, I don't know, I'm confused. I'm a bit kind of like, don't know what to do. So of course let me know your feedback, but going back to this scenario, of course, let me just bring this up to up here. I believe that the Jedi are down to 2,700 of them already, but you can see that they've pretty much headed into this flank and are doing pretty well. So there's about 10,000 clone troopers aside, going over each bridge or already over the bridge. So we've got a lot of Jedi heading down in that section. The frame rate is pretty terrible, as you can see. I think having all of the lasers really affects the frame rate too. The Jedi aren't really making much progress across this river. Sorry, the bridge. I always do this. I record when I've been awake for about 5 minutes. Not good. Need to try and record once I've had sleep. Once I've been awake. No, not once I've had sleep. That's the point. I'm still sleepy when I record the videos. Oh my gosh. My brain is just all over the place today. But here we have the Jedi making a lot of progress, actually. You can see that they've torn through the clone troopers and are just going absolute ham on the rest of this clone troopers flank. You can see the clone troopers have already lost 10,000, so they're down to 2/3 of their number. However, the Jedis have lost 3/5. Yep, that's right. They had 4,500 to start. Now they've got 2,000 left. I can do math, kind of. So the Jedi looks like they might actually win on that flank, and they have a good chance on the flank with a hill. I'm not confident about their ability to take down the 10,000 that are still haven't crossed that river. But we do have a lot of Jedi kind of milling around, either heading towards one flank or another, going to try and take down the clone troopers. So if you do want to see more of these kind of sci-fi scenarios, do let me know as well. It kind of almost makes the Massive Battles channel redundant, so I'm really all over the place over what to do. I think there's also an element of nervousness, because in 3 weeks this will be my only source of income, and I am absolutely terrified about that. I don't make enough from YouTube to live any kind of comfortable lifestyle. That's why I still work full time, but I won't be able to when I go back to college. So I'm going to have to be extremely frugal. I'm already on a budget. I've given myself a weekly allowance of, what is it, 120 Canadian a week to live off. So that includes food. It doesn't include rent. I do pay rent separately. But yeah, the 120 bucks a month. That includes food, clothing, toiletries, and socialising. Which 120 Canadian. I think that's about maybe 90 US, and then that'd be about, trying to think, 1.6, probably about 80 pounds, 75 pounds, about 75 pounds a week, which I know actually sounds like a fair amount, but it goes pretty quickly when you're responsible for all your groceries, all your living. For example, I had to go to the doctor and then had to buy some medication, so that is included in the $120 a week. Luckily, I am really quite frugal, so I'm able to survive on that, which is good news because the budget will remain the same for pretty much the next 2 years. Which is going to suck. Yeah, unless, of course, I somehow win the lottery, but I don't actually enter into the lottery, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just kind of stressed and in a weird, like, what am I going to do? Life is over. Well, it's not. I chose to do this. I chose to go back to college, and I'm fully prepared to do that. It's a way of me staying in Canada, and Canada, if possible, is where I'd like to grow old. And I'm almost in my late 20s, so, oh God, thinking about turning 30. I know many of you probably aren't at that age, and don't waste time. Make sure you do what you want to do before it's too late. I'm sounding quite morbid today. So, just like these Jedi, they didn't seem to do what they wanted to do in the thousands of years of their order, and now they're getting absolutely wiped out. So, don't be a Jedi. Be a Sith. No. Could do a Jedi versus Sith battle, except I can't choose the colours of the lightsabers here. As you can see, the Jedi trying to go around the flank of the clone troopers, not really making much progress. There you go. So they can't even make it through the blasting fire of the clone troopers. But the clone troopers are down to about half their number now. But the Jedi are down to 500. I'm not sure the Jedi can do this. I'm going to help out the Jedi a little bit, as you're seeing here. Taking command of a Jedi Knight. Heading on down in. Going to swipe away. But that one was quite a failed attack. I think I took down maybe 20 clone troopers before I eventually got felled. Which, you know, is pretty good. If all the Jedi was suddenly doing that, then we'd have a great chance of victory. And over here, the clone troopers have completely broken the Jedi. You can see on the bridge how close the Jedi actually got. And it was not far. They managed to take down a few clone troopers on the bridge, but apart from that, you can see just the bodies of the Jedi unable to take out any of them, really. And now they're going to get flanked, and there are only 200 Jedi remaining. It still gives the Jedi a chance. It's not good. Not a good one. Oh gosh, I should have had a tea or something before I did this. I had probably the most sleep I've had in months, and that was a total of like 8.5 hours. So I feel very well rested, but man, I do not sleep that long usually. So it's usually about 7 hours, 6 hours, which is still enough. But there's definitely a difference between you having 8 hours sleep and 6 hours sleep. So I know that a lot of this video has gone on about me and my problems. And apologies about that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of hopefully clear some stuff up about the channel and kind of why I'm so confused about what to do right. Because I'm so scared of everyone deciding they don't want to stick around the channel anymore, that then that will just leave me with very limited options for life. So of course I have savings. I have the requirement that the government of Canada requires for you to get a study permit, so I can live off savings for a while. But hopefully YouTube will get to a position where it's, and it almost is, if I can keep it around this level, it should pay for most of my expenses every month. Especially rent and internet and food. Those are the main ones. And then if I get to a point where I can afford a little car, that'll be great, because Nova Scotia in the winter is unlike Vancouver's winter, where Nova Scotia has blizzards. And I don't want to be getting a bus in the blizzard. That would suck mightily. So if I can get like a cheap old, run around, that'd be great. I haven't owned a car for 2 years and I freaking miss it. Luckily, the transit network in Vancouver is pretty good. Down to 10 Jedi now. I love how this video is about the death and destruction of the Jedi Order, and I've spoken about myself in most of it. But sometimes when you're doing a commentary video on YouTube, you just need to get out what you're thinking, And at the minute, I'm thinking these Jedi don't stand a chance. So I'm going to take command of one more. Just kidding, I'm taking command of a dead one. I think that's a new bug, where you kind of get stuck when you're trying to take command of someone. It was a bit weird. So hopefully Robert, the developer, can fix that. Hopefully he's going to add more units, and I really, really, really hope he's going to add in Steam Workshop. Steam Workshop would add in so much life to this game. Just because the units could be absolutely anything, rather than the ones we have. But here we go. What are we down to now? 3 Jedi. Gonna go around and try and take down a few tornadoes. Oh, no, clone troopers. But, yeah, I'm not going to take down many. Absolutely blasted to hell. 1 Jedi remains. No idea where the bloke is. But I think I spot him. Oh, there he is. Over in the distance. doesn't seem to know what he's going to do. Oh yeah, it's down to... There we go. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, leave a like. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and your comments on the channel for the future of it. It'd be very much appreciated. So until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day. Many thanks to Shack Attack and I Sorrows Productions for being ridiculous Rambler supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too.